It's one of the biggest rivers in India.
I didn't really see it.
Yeah. How it started. When I was in preschool, we did a fundraiser for the children in Santiago, Chile, who had lost their preschool in a big earthquake. Pilar in my class was from Chile. Since then, I had always wanted to do a fundraiser for the children in India. Every time I saw them in the streets of Delhi, I felt very bad about how some children in the world had to live. I wished I could give them everything. How I got involved. When I came to Eunice, I met Miss Nicole Daly in JAW. She told us about the work she was doing with street children in North India. I became very interested in helping her. She said I could take a suitcase full of books donated by our Eunice library with me when I went to India next. This would reach the children and help them learn. How I got in, I think here's the suitcase full of books that I took to India in January. That's the suitcase, that's me, and that's my dad.
Where did you get the books?
This room is where the music teachers work. So, Miss Nicole Daly gave us the suitcase, and when we took it to India in January, it reached the kids and helped them learn. It helped the children with their studies. See, there are all the kids, and there are their cases of books. Oh, and that's Miss Nicole Daly.
Look at that. Now, isn't that a wonderful picture? So you can actually see these children, where these supplies went to. And look at our very own Miss Coco Daly right now working with those children. Isn't that wonderful?
And at the
Yep.
is the right bottom you.
I wasn't there.
If the what was new?
He
No.
asked if this was
No,
Oh,
no,
oh,
no,
if
the
that was
right
her.
bottom. The bottom.
this.
The what?
He thought that this was me.
Oh, I see.
That was another
Oh,
street
yeah, that's a
child.
little pretty girl with
And that's Maya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened next? I wanted to do more. So, I took 10 sets of cards from Miss Nicole Daly and started selling them to my parents' friends and to parents of my friends. The cards were made by the children for whom I was raising this money. I collected $180 last year. Right now, I have them. Why did you get less?
Pardon? What was the question,
Why
Jojo?
did she get less?
Well, she hasn't finished yet.
No.
Give her his money this week.
What am I doing now? This year, I am again selling cards. So far, I have raised $100. I am also doing chores at my home to earn money to buy some cards myself. I have already earned $10, but I want to earn $10 more. Children of the Ganges. The children I helped were street children living by the Ganga. Ganga, in India we say it's the Ganga, but in English it's Ganges. One of the biggest rivers in India. They were selling things for money. They did not study, and some of them had to work for food. Now, they have a nice school where they learn how to read and write. They also learn art, yoga, and how to be good to others. They get good, healthy food. Their life has improved, and I have helped. these kids still sew, but in the evenings they go to school and they study and they get a nice hot meal. That's them learning yoga, and that's a girl with her friends. Here they're playing a game, and that's their teacher. What I have learned that I can do small things to make a big difference. The children make cards, I get them, I sell them, and it helps them study. It makes me very happy.
Wow, can we give Maya a clap for that? She put a lot of work into that. I am so proud of that presentation. And then, children, so what I have to say is that Maya inspired me because I thought, what about this amazing thing that she's done, this idea about helping these children in India? And I thought, I wonder what we could do as a class to support her and to support her efforts in India. And I thought, instead of asking you to go home and ask Mom and Dad for money, I thought, what could you actually do? Because I know you're not going to go out and work for money. And then I thought back to something we did a few years ago here in the junior school called Stand Up for Haiti, where children went home and they earned money. And that you can talk about this with your mom and dad and say, I'd really like to earn some money to help these children in India. So you can talk about how much they're comfortable with giving you each day. Maybe it'll be 10 cents, maybe it'll be 25 cents, maybe it'll be $1, maybe it would be more. The point is, it doesn't really matter how much you and your family decide to do, but it matters what you can decide to do to earn that money. So some of the ideas that we had were doing an extra chore at home. For example, offering to set the table, or maybe clear the dishes off of the table.
Or maybe you could give up TV for a week. You could give up sweets for a week.
Right.
You could give up
Video games.
You could give up video games. You could offer to clean the house every day, and then maybe you could ask your parents for some money.
But you would earn it. You wouldn't just be asking for it so that you could feel, wow, I've actually done something to earn this money. So that you can feel proud about it. Because I remembered when we had City Harvest, how great you felt every day that you came in, that you carried those heavy cans in, and you put them in the box. And then you had that great idea that we should graph how many boxes and how many cans, and that we kept up our graph here. See our City Harvest graph? And so we felt so good about that. So I wanted to give you a chance. So for just this week, from today until Friday, I want all of you to go home and say, I'd like to do something to help earn extra money for these children in India. And it might, like I said, it can be okay if it's just 10 cents a day. The point is that for you to think, what can I do to make a difference in the life of another person?
Like when I said, when you can do small things to make a big difference, I'm selling these cards to make the street children happy so they can go to school. Imagine if all of you needed to sell things for money so you can have food, water. Imagine if you didn't have food, water, toys, anything to read. You didn't have anything but your parents and yourself. And you didn't go to school. You didn't study. You didn't even know what 1 plus 1 was.
So, who's got an idea? Who's got an idea of something they can do? Who's already thinking? Okay, a few people have ideas. I want to hear everybody think. Go ahead.
Well, before I had this presentation, I just thought I should do some things.
So you felt interested to do something. So here's a perfect opportunity to to go home and say, what can I do this week? I really want to dedicate myself this week, every day this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, to go home and do something extra. So you can take out the garbage. Good. Who else has an idea of something they can do at home to make a difference?
You could help your mother, your parents set up the table when it's time to.
Excellent idea. Who else has an idea?
Mateo.
Wash the dishes. Good. What other ideas do you have?
You can sell things. Well, that's what the street children do.
Well, so talk to your parents about it, and we're going to continue talking about this in class every day this week. Now, something I also want to point out, do you have to bring in money on Friday? Of course not. That's not the point.
Do we have to bring in money?
On Friday.
No, you
don't have to. You can. It's up to you, but I'm going to send this home and explain it on the weekly letter today, that this is something that I want to give you an opportunity to go home and raise money and do an action every day this week to bring in on Friday. Now, who has a question? Let's one at a time. If you have a question, not a comment, question. Yes, Miles?
There's something you can do also. You can just give money.
Well, I'd like for you to earn it. That's the difference with this. I'd like for you to do something to earn the money. And it could be something as simple as I'm going to make sure that I make my bed every morning before I go to school.
Guys, here is one of the cards that one of the kids painted. I see it on the actor.
They're beautiful, yes. Yes, you can see it right there. Those are the paintings.
Yeah.
Now,
And do you know they use, like when you use your watercolors, you need water to dip your paintbrush in. They use the river water to paint it with.
wow. Oh, really? Interesting. Now, as you can see, Miss Boko Daly is here, and I'd be interested to hear from her. How did you choose this school in particular? How did you get connected to this?
Well, there was no school, so I set it up. I'm the founder of the school.
You actually set
Yes.
up this school. So how did you get connected to this area? What was that like?
3 years ago, I started a yoga teacher training there in the summer here. Yoga teacher training, and the children would come and they would ask for money. And I was thinking, if I give them money all the time, I saw them buying ice cream and cookies and all the stuff that we really love. But I know that that's not very healthy, and I wanted to do something bigger for them, and I didn't know exactly what. But I know, and I don't speak Hindi either, so I didn't know.
Speak Hindi.
I know, but I didn't have you with me, Maya.
Yeah.
So I also like to draw, and so I decided to buy some paint, and I decided to buy some paint and some paper, and so they came and they started making paintings, and I printed these pictures. Those are the paintings.
Oh my goodness!
And
I
that's
didn't
how it
realize that you
started.
were involved from the very start.
Yes.
What an inspiration!
And so the pictures were so beautiful that I decided to make cards of them, and then a friend of mine who had Indian parents made a logo, and so everybody's volunteering, and so we raised money, and somebody's offering us the space.
Wow! And then you found a teacher and getting the materials.
A teacher who speaks 2 languages, actually 3 languages, Hindi and English. We're still learning English now also with all the books that we have from Eunice, and
What an amazing! And what's the name of the school?
Children of the Ganges, because
Children
they
of
work
the
at the
Ganges.
Ganges.
I
They sell
see.
water bottles and flowers and yeah. So that's
Wow!
Do they sell water?
They don't sell the water, but they sell the bottles that carry the water, because they say it's very special, sacred water.
Oh my goodness! So this is an even more concrete and direct example. I didn't realize that you were actually part of, putting this school together. So knowing that you can be part of a project that Miss Boko Daly has herself actually started, this school for children that she saw just working along in the streets along the river, so that money that we'll earn will go towards this school. Now, when is the last time you've been there?
This summer, and I took my own children there. They're actually
must
in
have
the
been
picture.
amazing.
This is my daughter there, standing.
Oh, I see.
She's standing with the shorts.
Right,
yeah,
right.
That's my daughter. And my son is in there also.
Here. There they are. So this here is your daughter here, and your son must be in there somewhere. Wow. Okay, so I am very inspired.
I have something for you guys.
Huh?
If you care for these kids and you want to make a difference for them, you can come up here and line up, and you can take a pen, write your name, or write something to them inside this card.
Oh, that's lovely. That's a great idea. Come on, let's make a line right here, one at a time. Sasha, honey, can you turn the lights on first, please? One at a time. Haley, end of the line. End of the line. Oh, okay. Go ahead, why don't you put this down so people can. You want us to use colored pencil?
Yeah. Don't we have to? Miss Berta Jr. doesn't want to come up. Please talk with me. Okay.
Junior. It's not your choice. When someone else references. Okay, so when you finish, come and sit down because I have a story I want to read for you.
Mrs. Garden, when I was talking to you, I didn't go to school.
Thank you, Maya. You did a great job. Love that. Thank you.
I'm joining you at the holiday market. I know. Do you want to write your name or do you want to write something to them?
Also, tomorrow we'll be at the fair, at the holiday fair. If you want to come and just say hi, Maya's going to be there too. Tomorrow morning. Yeah, to buy cards.
What do you do at the holiday?
We'll sell the cards to everybody who wants to buy them. Okay?
By